Hey, what's up, guys? So, day two. So, internet's doing better in Japan. So I don't know. I guess guess it works. So run with it. Today I did fairly well. Nothing to brag about, but did a decent amount. $220. Played with two stocks, WBA and Delta Airlines. We can start with WBA, which pretty much is an exercise in defining your stops right. So for WBA, on the daily level, if we take a look at that, it gapped down, basically dropped from like 60 something all the way down to 55. If you look at the 15-minute, it was holding this level, but initially it started kind of weak, so I went short on the stock. So if you look at the 5-minute, I went short. It bounced on me, so I covered really quickly. So that's a $75 loss. And then later on, I saw that it was still kind of weak. It tried to pop up here, didn't really make it. So I thought, okay, this is the level it's going to try to break. So I went short. It dropped a bit, but I didn't like the action. It was sort of moving about in the same range, but starting to inch higher and higher. So I know how versatile this stock can be. So I got myself out. So I took back $5. So overall, I lost $70 on that. Delta Airlines was my good play. It kind of bounced around this range here from 55.86 down to like the 54 level. When I entered, I went in for a short at 54.32. It dropped down to 53 something, and then I basically covered at that point. So that's how it looks like on the daily. It gapped up. And then if you look at this huge 15-minute candle and start to come down, to me, this is sort of like a pullback before going to make higher highs here. So if you think of this as a pullback, this is a strong stock. It's going to do this, but you want to make sure that you're going to get out in time. You see a similar pattern on the 5 minutes, 1 minute. So that's what I did. 5 minute here, what I did was, in the pre-market, it gapped up, and then it had a slight pullback, opened kind of weak. So I took the breakdown, went short, and I covered when it started to basically bounce around that level. If you look at the 1 minute, this is how it would look like. So I went short, added to my position, and then I added again. These are really small adds. So basically what happened is took 500 shares. I saw it was really weak because it bounced up, couldn't hold it, it went back down. So I added, so there's 1,000 shares. It dropped actually. I covered, I was going to cover more, but I only accidentally covered only 200 shares. I was only able to cover 200 shares here. So on the way up, I added back the 200. On the way down, I took the 200 off just to limit my risk in case it bounced back up. It did kind of bounce around this level, but I wasn't too nervous because it basically never broke that. It kind of tried again. You see how it the higher, it's a lower high. It kind of grounded down. So on the way down, I just covered. Only had like 100 shares left. When it bounced, I basically got out. And then I saw that it bounced up. Couldn't really break this level. On the way down again. It did small position, 500 shares. It dropped. This is sort of the level it bounced at, the 519, 520. So this is a good $70 or so. So I went short, covered. and then it bounced back up again. And then when I saw that again, it couldn't really break this level because I've been watching it for quite a while now. On the way down, I went short again, $500. And I know this is a level where it had a hard time breaking, so I covered, it bounced back up. It didn't really break this level. On the way down again, I covered. 100 shares left. It bounced back, so I covered. I didn't continue to play it anymore because it began to chop, right? So it's holding this level, and so I knew this was going to happen at some point. I was watching, hoping it would just dump, but it couldn't break this, and then it started to inch up. And so once it started doing this and started inching up, this is a pretty good confirmation. I would probably go in at around this level, the 526 for the pop, if I were to play it, at that point. But I didn't. I'm traveling. This is just to pick up a few extra bucks. Yep. So that's that. And sorry for kind of crappy screenshots or screen captures here, working off of a laptop, so it's not the best quality. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys do as well.